Hello, you're watching the business headlines on HW News with me, Ali Azhar. Yesterday's board meeting of Jet Airways was an important one. The interests of many parties were at stake, not to mention 22,000 employees of the beleaguered airline. It could have been a touch-and-go situation where, if all the stakeholders were not in agreement, the airline could have been at a risk of shutting down and thereby going into liquidation and endangering everybody's interests. The highlights of the board meeting were as follows. Naresh Goyal and his wife Anita Goyal stepped down from the board, and Naresh Goyal ceased to be chairman with immediate effect, and his shareholding was reduced from 51% to 25.5%. Immediate funding support of 1,500 crore rupees were provided by lenders with the intention of bringing it back to 100% operating capacity. Lenders led by SBI converted their debt into equity, which will give them 50.5% shareholding, thereby effectively taking control of the operations of the airline till they conclude an open offer and sell their stake to an investor, which is expected to be completed within 2 to 3 months. Etihad Airways to reduce its stake from 24% to 12%, but to stay on as an investor. Cooler heads prevailed and a resolution was indeed reached, which not only saved Jet Airways from shutting down, but also saved the Modi government the blushes of having a company with 22,000 employees close down just weeks before the election. This decision set a precedent for not only the airline industry, but for all companies undergoing debt resolution process. All and sundry seemed to be pleased, except one. The same someone who also happened to be an Indian billionaire business tycoon himself. The same someone who also happened to own a leading airline of his own, which suffered a similar fate to that of Jet. Vijay Mallya. The embattled liquor baron, via a series of tweets, lashed out at public sector banks for their double standards under the current Modi regime, for their intervention to bail out Jet Airways, while the same lenders made his Kingfisher Airlines fail ruthlessly. Mallya, who feels shortchanged at the differential treatment accorded to Kingfisher and Jet, expressed his displeasure and stated that he has offered to pay off his dues and that why banks were not willing to accept the money, thereby hinting at a political witch hunt against him. Just last week, a saga played out at the highest levels of the Indian business community, which culminated with big brother Mukesh Ambani bailing out his younger brother Anil Ambani by paying Swedish telecom maker Ericsson dues to the tune of 458 crore rupees owed by his younger brother, thereby saving him a prison term of 3 months. A lesser known but equally important tale of a billionaire elder brother coming to the rescue of his younger sibling in a time of crisis was playing out in the Indian business world. This is the stories of the Mittals. Billionaire elder brother, steel magnate and CEO of the world's largest steel-making company, ArcelorMittal, UK-based Lakshmi Mittal has stepped in and saved his younger brother Pramod Mittal to pay off a significant portion of the 2,210 crore rupee claim by State Trading Corporation of India, or STC. The elder Mittal is said to have given his younger sibling, Pramod, approximately 1,600 crore rupees to pay an amount of 2,210 crore rupees as full and final settlement to STC, thereby quashing proceedings, including criminal cases, filed by the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI against Pramod and his companies, Global Steel Holdings, Global Steel Philippines, and Balisor Alloys. The Mittal family's steel-making journey began when father Mohanlal Mittal started out in the sector in the 1950s in India. He had 3 sons, the eldest Lakshmi Mittal, Pramod Mittal, and the youngest Vinod Mittal. While Pramod and Vinod ran the family business, Lakshmi Mittal split his business way back in 1994 and charted out his own course and founded Mittal Steel. In the last 25 years, Lakshmi Mittal has made about a dozen acquisitions to build a global steel empire. His most famous one being the takeover and merger by his company Mittal Steel of Western European steelmaker Arcelor in 2006 at a cost of $33 billion. The merged entity was named ArcelorMittal and is the world's largest steelmaker and is headquartered in Luxembourg City. His younger brother Pramod's troubles coincided with the meltdown in the steel industry and the global financial crisis between 2008 and 2010 that led to his companies suffering huge losses. And as a result of this, a substantial amount became due and payable by the company to State Trading Corporation, which he just managed to clear with the help of his elder brother. In return, the Supreme Court has quashed all criminal cases and lookout notices against Pramod Mittal and his family, and STC has agreed not to pursue winding up proceedings against any of his companies. Thank you for watching HW News. This is me signing off. Have a great day.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.